best tag team partner.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Atlanta Falcon fans. Welcome, Facebook fans. Welcome, everybody's fans. How is everyone doing tonight? It is the Friday night Atlanta Falcon show on the network for my ATL Sports 1 at YouTube. That is the number 4, my ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. I am here with my counterparts, Mr. Ronnie Thomas, Mr. C Dub, and Mr. LaDaruis Brown and his band of renown. Gentlemen, I am assuming that you are doing great because you woke up this morning and we are all here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Ron some grace as he is here with us, even though he is suffering through COVID. So, way to soldier on, my guy. You know how we do it on this show, though. Before everything starts, we got to cue the music. Here we go. Welcome, everybody. And first and foremost, the cast member of this show with the most dance moves is C Dub. Because whenever we put the music on, C Dub is always dancing in the background. LaDaruis and Ron are too cool for school. They just sit there. And every now and then I do a move or two, but I don't have any swag left. I'm old, so I do what I can. Anyway, fellas, how y'all doing tonight? Everybody good?
Mm-hmm.
Feel kind of called out there, but yeah, when you get the move, man, especially that boom, boom, you gotta go with it, man. That's all. I don't get to go. I don't go to the club no more, so I gotta let the groove go.
I get it, brother. I get it.
I don't have my leisure shoots like I had back in the day.
I get it, bro. Gentlemen, Falcons Friday show. Our Atlanta Falcons are taking on the Minnesota Vikings. We are currently 6-6. We are first in the NFC South, and we have 5 remaining games in which we need to win all of them to make sure that our destiny is in our own hands. Meaning, if we win out, we don't need anybody else to win. So let's talk about it. LaDaruis, how are you feeling about these Falcons? Go ahead, sir.
Pass. No, no, I'll just be quick. Simply put, I just feel I have mixed feelings because we've shown potential this season to play very well, to have sound games. But where my other emotion comes in is we got to learn how to finish games. And I just feel like, listen, this game against Minnesota, which we'll delve deeper into later in the show, it's a must win. Every game in the NFL is a must win, but this is a must win for Atlanta because of what happened the previous week. And so right now, I'm just feeling like we have to play perfect. We can't afford any mistakes. We can't afford any slip ups against a very good team who's on the other side of the field. Listen, they're trying to win their division. They're trying to win the NFC North. They're trying to win their division.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a matchup where, listen, everybody has all to play for. So it's going to be interesting. So those are my thoughts. You have any thoughts, C-Dub?
Man, Jesus, this is, when you watch this game, or it's like this, LaDaruis, how many times, like, we looked at the numbers for the game. You could try to, it comes from numbers, it comes from players, it comes from what you could tell from what we've seen the past few weeks. All I can say is this. Parts of me is like, we should be able to handle this, but other parts of me says, no, we're not. But we're all going to talk it out and everything. But I think my gut is going to be more this. What do we got? What are we ready for? If we're serious about being contenders, are we able to be contenders? Are we able to take control and just do what we have to? Because right now we've let the lead slip. Now we're tied. We know what Tampa has, but at this point, I have to say it like this: I don't care what Tampa is. We know what Tampa is. We have to concentrate on us, and that's where it really falls to us. And we said if we could beat the Chargers, if we could beat the Vikings, one of these games, well, you could have won the Chargers game. You didn't.
Yeah.
So now you got to go to Minnesota, where you're on the road. And here's the thing, folks. You may not think that 10 or 9-2 record they have. You may say, "Oh, they're not a real team." Let me tell you something. They're one game behind the Lions, and that whole division is tough. So that coach is good, O'Connell, Flores. So right now, I'm just going to say, I'm looking at this game and I'm just going, let's see what we got. I want to see it. If we're supposed to be a playoff team, we should compete. And if we steal it, cool. But let's see what we got. This is one of those. What do you got? What about you, Ron? What say you?
This game, do I trust the ATL Atlanta Falcons to win it? The way we be looking, not really, but we got a chance. Can we fight? Maybe. Can we get this win? 50-50. If we got the team to get this win, we look good on paper. I mean, but do I trust my team? Better yet, do I trust the coaches? It all boils down to the coaches. If they ready to coach the right way? Zach Robinson, Jimmy Lake, Raheem Morris, start smiling every damn time. Will we use our running game? We got the number one, well, in my opinion, the best running game in the whole NFL, in my opinion. But we're going to see.
All right, guys. Hey, sorry
good.
to step away. The wife called, and of course, she wants me to do something in the middle of my show. How about that? That's just great. So I'm going to bring.
That's just family.
Isn't that just wonderful? Oh my God, she is on my shit list today. So, guys, we're gonna change things here a little bit. Oh, she really is. She really is, and I don't care. I hope she's watching. Anyway, C-Dub, you prepared some inside the numbers with our next opponent. If you could cover that with everyone, and I will be back as I get back to my wife's honey-do list during our show. Thanks, Tim. Love you so much right now, Tim. Oh my God. C-Dub, you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
LaDaruis, I think you said you got the numbers.
Darius says, I'm sorry. That's how frazzled I am, guys. That is how frazzled I am. LaDaruis,
hey,
got this. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
be back.
yeah. Me and C-Dub, we look alike. No, I get it.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, we're
God.
brothers.
Oh my God.
We
I
look
get the
alike.
confusion. I get the confusion. It's
You know,
okay.
people thought we looked like Kofi and Xavier, and I never understand why. But you know, we're like brothers. We know.
This guy.
Yeah.
I'll be back, guys.
All right. So let's look at the numbers against the lookalikes. Now, let's talk about these Vikings. Listen, they're quite the team, and CW kind of mentioned how they're playing. I think that you had it right the first time. They are 10-2, I believe. You had it right the first time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you had. Yeah, I know. Listen, when I did the research, I'm like, I thought it was. I had the paper in front of me. I'm like, I didn't write down their record, but I wrote down. I knew they had I knew they had 2 losses. That
Yeah, I did too.
So, and I forgot like we're in week. Yeah, so we're week 4. Yeah, so. But anywho, listen, these Minnesota Vikings. You listen, they've been great at home. They're 5-1 at home. Their lone losses. Their lone losses to the team that's atop of them in the division in the Detroit Lions. So they've been playing very, very well at home. And the kind of reflection of that, listen, and they're also on a 5-game winning streak. Mm-hmm. So in that stretch, they've scored almost 22 points a game, but they've given up a little over, they've averaged up, giving up a little over 16 points per game in that stretch as well. So they played a lot of high scoring matchups, but they find ways to win. So that's what the numbers tell me there. And then looking deeper, you know, how they play at home. Listen, with Sam Darnold, listen, they have a 72.1 team completion percentage at home. That's the 3rd highest mark in that category. So, listen, being in the dome has its advantages. And Minnesota slings the ball to Jordan Addison. They sling it to some guy named Justin Jefferson. I think we all heard of who he is. They got T.J. Hawkinson, and you know Aaron Jones could be, you know, he could play a little role in the backfield as well. Ooh. So there's weapons all over this offense. Now, staying with the offense, listen, they're 4th in yards per pass attempt at 8.3 yards. So anytime the ball is thrown, it's pretty much close to a first down, more or less. They don't necessarily settle for they like chunk plays, but they don't mind slinging it across the field vertically. So that's something to kind of be on the lookout for, especially for the Falcons. You know, not just the secondary, but for the linebackers as well, to kind of be looking for that 2nd and 3rd level. Now, the last offensive stat here is like, listen, they do run the ball. They're 10th in the league in rushing attempts per game at 20, you know, almost 28 attempts per game. So there's somewhat of a balance. So don't sleep on Aaron Jones as well, who's been very, very good this season in a kind of a resurgence. You know, I guess, you know, he felt some type of way when Green Bay let him go, and he went to the division rival, so he's been playing very well. Now shifting gears, let's talk about this defense. They're a top 5 defense in the National Football League under Brian Flores, who stands a good chance to be in the conversation for some head coaching positions, some interviews coming up in the offseason. But look at his defense. They allow the fewest team opponent rushing yards per game at 81.3 yards. So they don't let nothing really get past them in the trenches. Excellent front 7, and this 3-4 defense that's there is very, very well. They're very aggressive. And also, you know, listen, they also allow the 2nd most team opponent completions per game at 24.7. So really, their penultimate goal is and the formula is there. Like I said, their last 5 games. Listen, they do have a 5-game winning streak. They've allowed, but more of the part is more on the ground. But listen, they're basically saying, you know, we can shut down the air too. So there's a healthy balance there on this Falcons defense and in that secondary. And in the final stat here, they have and then this is the first half. When we talk about halves, the 3rd fewest team opponent first half points allowed per game at 7.9. So what this tells me is that teams struggle in the first half, but they kind of figure out in the second half. So that explains the second half where they kind of give up a little bit more, but it's just because they shut down them in the first half. So teams somewhat find an adjustment based on the game itself.
Have to open it up some too.
Yeah. So when you look at this matchup in general, you know, I'll open up the floor based on the numbers. Let's start with you, Ron. Based on the numbers, what are what is some things that the Falcons could do to kind of counter the defense, and what are some things that our defense can do to kind of stop their offense?
Well, Now, I want y'all to look this up. I mean, they said Coach Cousin great at play action, right?
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. I mean, so how about throwing some play action at him?
Mm-hmm.
He can run a little bit. We're not saying to be Michael Vick or nothing like that, but run a little bit. Get them off of their spot. You got to show that defense something different. What I mean by that is Zach Robinson, creativity. Show that defense, but they had not seen yet. Yes, we know they play a lot of teams, but show them, hey, we finna hit y'all in the mouth. Hey, what y'all gonna do? Then our defense, if you take away their running game and put everything on Sam Donald, well, 9 times then Sam Donald will not win the game.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, guys. I'm back.
So,
Apologies. Oh, my wife. Boy. So, guys, just to kind of, not to put everybody in my business, we are purchasing our son a car today, and my wife has been out all day. She knows I have a show at 7 o'clock. She knows this. Matter of fact, I told her this today. And you know what she does? She waits until 7:15 to send me can you send me the insurance card? Oh, I need it. Anyway, I'm sorry. I love you, Kim, and you've pissed me off, and I hope you know the world knows it. So whatever. Anyway, all right. Back to Falcons. Hey man, I had to get that out, man.
and that's what's pissing Terry off today.
Part 2.
I had to get it out.
Terry's Gears Grinded, sponsored by the music of Timberland.
It is. Hey,
we don't.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, we're at the show, and everyone, thank you for your patience. Apologies for the upheaval that has arisen during the show. Things are back in order now, and you guys did great. And I'm sorry to throw that on you. We try and keep things orderly, but every now and then you got to spice it up. So I guess that was us spicing up, whatever. Anyway, we have added some segments to the show, and tonight, one of the first ones that we've added, it's called Mystery Caller. We are going to have a mystery caller to call into the show. As a matter of fact, LaDaruis, I think someone's calling you. Don't you think you should go dark? Don't you think you should turn your camera off, LaDaruis? No, not you guys. Oh my God, not you guys. Just LaDaruis. Because
he doesn't want me on camera, folks. I think we all know.
Wow. I mean,
we all know.
Answer the question, but okay.
Look, we all know why. He loves you guys, but clearly there's some behind the scenes stuff that the folks will get set up later. But
and hey, LaDaruis, at least he's not putting his hand out and going, no.
Oh my God!
The show's still young. It could happen.
Christy says, Terry, you're gonna get in trouble. I probably am, Christy, but she had it coming. She had it coming.
At least he's not telling you to go sit in the corner.
All right. So, guys, we're going to call our mystery caller. And it's going to sound like LaDaruis, but it's not LaDaruis. So, here we go. Ring.
Yeah, hello.
Oh. Hey, mystery caller, you are on with For My ATL Sports Friday Night Falcons show. How you doing?
I'm doing big fan of the show. That LaDaruis guy, let me tell you, he's great.
He is great.
Ron, fantastic. C-Dub, great. That TWill guy,
yeah, he's an asshole, man. I tell you.
your words, not mine, sir. Your words.
That guy, I tell you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, hey, look it. Our viewers, and our wonderful Falcons fans in the chat want to know who you are. So, do you mind if I maybe ask some questions so we can give the fans some clues? Is that okay? Can I do that with you?
Sure. Yeah, my Uber Eats is going to be here. Yeah, you got time. Go run ahead.
Awesome. Appreciate that. So, how old are you?
Well, that's that's a personal question, first of all. But since since it's a Friday night, I'll allow it. I am 44 years of age.
Okay. Are you in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I took my gold jacket today as one of my errands to be clean. So yes.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. So, if you don't mind, what position did you play when you played?
Sure, it's a great question. I like talking about me. It's fine. No egos here. I played defense, but more specifically, I played edge rusher.
Wow. Okay. And I'm assuming to get into the Hall of Fame, you were pretty great. So, how many Super Bowls did you go to?
It sounds like you don't like my credibility. But we'll get back to that later. That LaDaruis guy, I get why he gets on your case. I get it. Now, in terms of Super Bowls and Lombardi trophies, I have 3 in my resume.
You mean so you went to 3 Super Bowls, right? Because it's
Yes.
clear you only won 1, but you went to 3, right?
Listen, in my mind, this I get it now. The LaDaruis guy, I'd say 6, but I get it. But to answer your question, T. Willis, I've been to 3 Super Bowls.
Awesome. Let me ask you this question. At any point in your career, did you play for the Falcons?
Excellent question. Great city. TWill, not a great person. But yes, I did play for the Falcons. Yes.
I don't know why you're attacking me. Okay.
Man, TWill, you must have this effect on everybody.
I must have pissed him off. I don't know. You know what? Maybe he's the car salesman working with my wife right now. Maybe that's why.
Oh, Lord. Whoa, pal. Let's not do that now.
Are you trying to accuse me of something live on air? That is your problem. I was told you were professional, and boy, was I lied to. And I'm going to jump that guy who told me that.
I'm just kidding.
It didn't sound like you're serious there, pal. But back to the questions.
What year did you play for our beloved Atlanta Falcons?
Sure, it was a great year, depending who you are. It was the year 2016.
2016. All right, guys. So there you go. I've put it out there, guys in the chat, guys and ladies in the chat, and my guy.
Don't forget the ladies. What a surprise!
Right. Oh my God. Ronnie Thomas and C-Dub, can you guys guess? Well, you know what? Let's give those in the chat.
Yeah.
But I know who it is, but I don't want to say.
Are you going to talk about? I have a book. I'm gonna have a book coming out, a movie. But what kind of questioning is this?
Oh wow. Well, it's a Falcon show, Mr. Freeney. So
what's your thought? What was your thoughts of the Falcons versus the Vikings or the Colts? Whoever you want to talk about.
Are we talking to me or did this?
I'm talking to the mystery caller. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help Mr. Terry, who flumbled the words.
Yeah. Like I want to talk about boy. Good thing you don't work for the Washington Post. You're not Woodward nor Bernstein, pal. Jesus.
Oh wow.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
He revealed my name. Yeah, I know. My feelings on the game is listen. This Atlanta defense, listen, they had a great game last week, but listen, they got to play a little bit better against a very good Vikings team. So I'm looking forward to watching it from a defensive perspective. Obviously, being a Hall of Fame edge rusher.
All right, guys. Well, again, I don't see that we have any.
We don't have action, but I guess we could go ahead and give our clue or our.
Yeah.
I think I know who it is. Ron, do you?
Nope.
All right. Who's
all right?
Who say you, C-Dub? Who do you think our?
I say, I even though something may have slipped, I kind of figured it was maybe a Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney. Ron, what say you?
Yes.
Okay. Well, as a matter of fact, C-Dub, you are right. It is Mr. Dwight Freeney. Let's give him a hand, guys. Mr.
Wait,
Freeney.
shouldn't I have said my own name? Why you just boy?
Mr. Freeney, we really appreciate you being a part of my ATL Sports One. We hope you really enjoy the show.
Yeah, but before
please
I get
forgive
hung up
Terry.
but before I get hung up on, listen, that man needs to be replaced or something, because I'm like, I could have been a double agent, and next thing you know, boom, and it's his. I have a gold jacket.
Oh my!
All right.
Oh,
Mr. Freeney, I just want to say I apologize. Terry's going to be sleeping on the sofa tonight anyway, so he's just taking it out on that. If you want
to be the floor, whatever the floor, screw not the floor. No blankets.
I have
no blankets, no pillows.
I have cable in my doghouse, so whatever. All right. Well,
don't get snappy with the Hall of Famer. What's your listen, pal? Watch your tone, young man or old man. So,
I'm 10 years as senior. Why do I feel like my dad's talking to me like, get in this house right now, young man?
Because listen, I went to 3 Super Bowls. Yeah, I am your dad. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I have a gold jacket.
This guy.
Well, I want to thank C-Dub. I want to thank Ron. Thank you for allowing me to come on. And and that LaDaruis guy, listen, I don't know how he does it, but listen, I'm not told to take sides, but I get where the angst comes from. I get
wow. Oh wow.
We'll tell LaDaruis you said hey, and we'll let him know you said your regards.
Tell him I'm a huge fan, and tell him that tell him that I'll meet him in person someday. Unlike one person on that panel, I'll let you guess who that is.
This guy.
Well, let me go pick up my Uber Eats, guys. You guys have a great rest of the show.
Thank you, Mr. Freeney. Have a great one.
You too. Yeah. That TWill guy. Yeah, he's a dick. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Here's a tip, Uber guy. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks. Man, let my pizza cool. He's gonna be rude to me. Who the hell does he think he is? I'm Dwight Freeney. He gonna say my name. Not like Desi Child. Say my name. No. He just said my name.
Oh my God! All right,
listen, guys. Whoever the mayor of Atlanta is, get him out of the city.
Somebody cut his mic off. Hey.
Man, I can't wait till LaDaruis. She's going to be excited. I don't think he's ever had a Hall of Famer shout him out like that.
Darius, are you back? You got some accolades from great accolades from Mr.
Sorry I stepped away. I was watching. I went away, but listen, a little birdie told me that we had a Hall of Famer on the show, and he told me you were very disrespectful.
Yeah. Well, look. Terry's a little upset. So he's really flustered, apparently. The sofa's apparently getting ready for him.
I get it, but all I'm saying is that you don't bring your problems to work. That's all I'm saying.
God.
Listen.
Separation of church and state. Okay.
Listen, pal, this is not a civics class. Okay, I didn't say nothing about that.
Oh, my goodness.
Stop I hope you enjoy the floor. Okay, back to you. No blanket, no
that
pillow.
Was weird.
I will. I have a couch in my doghouse, so whatever. I literally have a couch.
So what do you? Like Snoopy or something? Oh no,
he's got a couple of screens in that one, so he only's got a couple. He doesn't have 6 to 7. Yeah. So
couch. So guys, seriously,
but no blankets.
All right, we're back.
We're gonna change gears here. So with C-Dub, we've got our next segment, which is things that make you go, things that kind of make you think.
Things that make you go,
See, I knew LaDaruis pick up the vibe.
I like the way Ron's looking at me. I'm gonna stop singing. Ron gave me a look. So I'm gonna stop singing.
You know what? Ron might need to be on drums. I think Ron needs to be on drums. I think we
Hold on, Ron. You may need to call Pop since he's got experience being part of the snap. I got the power. Get kind of hit. Oh no, Pop kind of looks like that guy, man. For real, Pop like.
I love that song. I love that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know, Timberland. I know you know music, so we know you like good music, Timberland.
Oh, whatever. C-Dub, regale us. Things that make you go, let's talk about it.
All right. A couple of things that make C-Double go, Number one, I was hearing a lot of shows, if you listen to a few shows, one set of fans will tell you, don't blame the GM. The others will tell you, don't blame the coaches. The others will tell you, don't blame the players. So things that make me go, So do I need to blame Arthur Blank? Do I need to blame the bathrooms since they stink? Do I need to blame the fans for not showing up? This is the problem I have, and it's real simple, folks. Accountability. The thing that made me go the most was when someone asked Raheem, hey, this is feeling like deja vu for these fans from last year. And Raheem trying to do his best Terminator. No, Christy, I know people did blame Blake. I know, I was just saying. It was part of my lead-in. But when he was basically serious, the only time I think this man has been serious, other than that told us that he loved his money, was I wasn't here. Well, things that make you go, Arthur Smith had Desmond Ridder, right? Last year, 6-6 record, right? At this time, we're 6-6 with your guy, with your coaches. And if I'm not mistaken, and people keep asking me, well, why are you mad? Why are you not upset? I'm not, because I'm looking at Raheem going, I'm judging you by your words. Everything you were right, all those checks you wrote in the offseason, you talked about we were going to outrun. Hey, if they had a better quarterback, I wouldn't be here. Okay, well, you got your quarterback, and you're the same record as the team last year. And, the shots that you kept on firing over there. All I'm saying is this. Now you are in a spot. Yeah, you had a 3-game lead, but it's gone. You have to win. You gotta pull. You gotta pull a win. And I'm not saying from the Giants, Raiders, and Panthers, because I think a lot of us kind of agree that those are wins. We're hoping. Look, I said we're hoping. Okay, just give me that, Ron. But Ron, stop it, Ron. You're making me laugh too much. So, Minnesota. This is the type of team you're going to face in the playoffs. Heck, if the playoffs started today, this would be your first round matchup. So this is a game you have to show up. Now, Kirk Cousins, you got to be the guy. Everyone's talking about how, highlight the comment down, Christy, about same record. Kurt has 13 interceptions. Not to mention if I'm not mistaken, he has 11 or 12 fumbles, and he leads the league in turnovers. And Ridder only had 12 interceptions at the end of the season last year. And you see the type of offense we're doing with Cousins. So the thing that makes me go, is Zach. And by the way, folks, Kirk Cousins is healthy. He is not on the injury report. He's cleared. So that's telling me either someone's lying, or 2, Cousins is healthy. We'll find out the answer on Sunday. But my thing is this. If I'm Zach Robinson, I've got to run the football. I basically have to go, Kurt, I need to limit you, and I got to try to see if our big uglies can get to this defensive line, make some holes, make the game easier. But the things that make me go, is simple. Are we looking at a full restart? Because Terry doesn't have a contract, folks. No extension yet. Raw, running, he was running off. He's got his coaches. He's got his quarterback. And we're still the same record. That has to be bothersome. If we don't win games, I truly believe you're going to see Arthur Blank do something I don't think he really wants to do. And that will be a full restart with the coaching staff and the GM. But that's just my things that make me go, What say y'all?
Well, I guess my question is, yeah, I mean, we are the same record, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's incontrovertible, but I, for one, do believe Kirk is hurt. You can look at the velocity on his throws. You can see that. Now, does that excuse certain decisions? It does not. It really does. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and I gotta say that I gotta stipulate that he definitely uh he just doesn't seem to be himself. He doesn't seem to be healthy. So that's like the one caveat that I would add. I'm not making excuses. We are where we are. Kirk played a terrible game last year, but Kirk and Ritter are two totally different people. And
Oh, I agree.
even in the worst year of his career, Kirk
Mm.
is still 5 times better than Ritter, at least to
Mm.
this, right? But we do look at there's no, you can't hide it. Kirk has to do better. Bottom line, Kirk has to be better. Kirk cannot
Yeah.
stupid decisions that he did last week. And also, you may have to make some adjustments to the game plan. If you can't, bless you.
Bless you, Ron.
If you
Thank
cannot
you.
throw an out, if you cannot throw an out, then look at, you either gotta still have those routes in there to keep the defense honest, but you're probably gonna have to throw some slants, some drag,
Yeah.
some post over the middle. You're gonna have to keep it that way.
But Terry, Zach has to scheme these guys to get open
Oh, without
or
a doubt.
something.
Without-
And that's where I'm. It's like. First of all, I agree with you. Kirk has to play better. Period. Because we paid him the money. He's the guy. That's what he gets paid for. You get credit for the wins. You get all the blame if you lose. No argument there. What I'm saying is, when you watch this team, like I was telling Ron earlier, we start running the football well, okay? But when we cross midfield, what did I say, Ron? Like 40-yard line usually?
40, 30
Yeah.
yard line.
We get to the 40, it's like we become straight pass happy and we forget the run. And it's just maddening because the run is working, but we either stop with Tyler, we stop with Bijan, and you're just throwing your hands up and you're like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, so definitely some continuity within the run game and basically within the offense. We do need better game plans. I'm not gonna lie, especially in Kirk State. Zach, you're gonna have to do a bang up job for the next 5 weeks. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. Zach, you got to step up. Kirk, you got to step up. We're gonna need more from Tyler. Tyler's gonna need some more runs. Look at, guys, we are where we are. We still got a chance to win this thing, but we gotta move forward.
Yeah.
With that being said, guys, we're gonna go on to our next segment of the show, which is Falcons Jeopardy. That's right, I said it. Falcons Jeopardy. Now, players that are going to be categories, or really these questions are going to be about 3 players. So you, of course, with Jeopardy, you can answer in the form of a question, and that's how it's going to be. So our first Falcon, who's going to be one of the topics or the topics in Falcons Jeopardy, is going to be Mr. Bart Wowski. See what I did there? Bart Wowski? No, that's Steve Bartkowski. That's Steve Bartkowski. Okay. He's going to be one of our players that, one of our topics for Falcons Jeopardy. Okay. The next one is Vicalicious. That's Mr. Michael Vick. I feel the need to say pause. I was in the moment.
Yeah. Say pause on yourself this time instead of us. Say pause on yourself.
Guys, should I get a penalty for that? Like, is Vicalicious?
No,
Listen.
You just get kicked out of the game for that.
That's a bit much. That's a bit much, Ron.
Hey,
Listen. The day you're having, I think the penalty's already there.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it. Dear Lord. You know what? Thank God Terry didn't put the switch the C and the S. We would have had a lot of problems.
Yeah, we've been like, we'd probably like one of those signs like, we'll be right back.
Hold on. We all just go dark.
Like remember like those rainbow like vertical colors.
Yeah.
We had to put them on there like.
Or it'll be the national anthem that comes on. All right, so next contestant or
Oh,
player
no,
or
that's the
next
wrong
topic
song.
is Matt Bad Moon Ryan. Now, I know this was you, Andre Rison, but I was in the moment again, and the moment just said do it, right? So we got Barkowski or Steve Barkowski, we got Vicalicious or Michael Vick, or we have Matt Bad Moon Ryan or Matt Ryan. All right. So these are the answers to our Falcons Jeopardy questions. Guys, I'm gonna ask you and Ron, and look at the first one to guess. You got it. I mean, I'm gonna call on you. But remember, Jeopardy,
I'm not in the game? Or all three of us in the game? Or two of us
all
in the
All
game?
three of us. Okay.
All right. Just want to be
the
Dwight Freeney again.
well.
All right. Here we
Now,
go.
the first one to tap it or whatever, you get the answer. And
Tap it. Whoa.
course-
Pause.
Oh.
Pause.
Wait a
What are
minute.
we tapping?
This
Tap
is,
the button.
wait
Tap
a
the
minute.
button. Stop it.
This is
I'm
a
on the tap.
PG show.
Sir, this is a family, like Ron said, this is a PG family show.
Okay.
Now,
All right.
listen,
Hold on, y'all tap me twice. I love to tap it.
Whatever.
Come on.
Oh my
Oh.
God. All
My
right.
bad.
Can we?
Whatever. All right. So,
Okay.
Oh, what a night.
Mhm.
a question. All right. So,
I'll take capital starting with Q for 200, Alex.
this former Falcon was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2012. Boo, Chris. I'm sorry, C-Dub. What you got?
Say my government name. Who is Steve Barkowski? Not those
Yeah,
weird ones.
correct.
Yeah, you kinda-
Correct.
I feel like I'm going to be on pause.
That's right. That's right.
This
All
whole
right.
show is one big pause today.
Oh my God, it probably will be. It probably will be, no doubt about it. All right, next. This former Falcon completed his first NFL pass to wide receiver Tony Martin in the second quarter against the Carolina Panthers. And that's it. This former Falcon completed his first NFL pass to wide receiver Tony Martin in the second quarter against the Carolina Panthers.
That's the final Jeopardy music, by the way.
There we go.
I'm afraid to answer that.
Hold on, my camera's froze. Ding dong. Bing bong.
All right, D-Dub, what you got?
I'm going to say Mike Vick.
And you would be, oh, no. Somebody want to steal? Somebody want to steal?
Hey,
Yes.
who is Michael Vick?
Thank you. That's the answer. Thank you.
Sorry, my camera froze, so I'm focused on that.
Jeopardy is my all-time favorite show. I know the rules.
That's
I know the rules.
That's the answer.
Thank you, C-Dub.
All right.
Thanks for the Christmas gift. I love you.
You're welcome, brother.
Here for you, buddy. The coffee's on its way. So, this former Falcon was drafted first overall in the 1975 NFL draft. What you got?
Steve Bar. Who is Steve Barkowski?
Almost. All right. Who is Steve Barkowski? All right. Next question. This former Falcon passed for the 7th most yards in NFL history. Oh, damn it. I'm gonna go with LaDaruis. Sorry, I think I heard him first.
No. C-Dub, go ahead.
All right, C-Dub, what you got?
Who is Matt Ryan?
That is correct, sir. That is correct. All right. Next question. This former Falcon took the Atlanta Falcons to their second Super Bowl. All right. What you got, LaDaruis?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Ron had his hand up. Go to Ron. No, Ron, go.
You
What you
got
got?
it.
No.
No,
What you got, Ron? What you got?
Let's stop being. Ron, take the question.
Matt Ryan.
Oh, anybody want to steal? C-Dub, what you got?
Who is Matt Ryan?
Who is Matt Ryan? That is
just
correct.
said it.
That is correct.
You got to put it in the form of a question.
You didn't use a question. It's Jeopardy, Ron.
Yeah, we got Timberland Trebek over here running the
Oh
show.
my goodness! Oh wow!
Very Trebek, man. T double.
All right. Okay. This former Falcon made his first start against America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. Who is he?
Let's be Captain America. This is a trick question. Did Captain America play for the Falcons?
Beep. Beep, beep.
Okay. What you got?
Who is Michael Vick?
That is correct, sir. That is correct. All right. C-Dub is on fire.
There was a 50-50 chance for me.
All right. This former Falcon was the 2016 NFL MVP. All right. C-Dub, what you got?
No, I was giving it to. I was pointing over to LaDaruis.
I'm sorry, LaDaruis. I looked at. Sorry.
No. I get why Dwight Freeney said what he said. I get it. That man was right.
Oh my God.
Who is Matt Ryan?
Who is Matt Ryan? That is correct. That is correct. All right. This Falcons quarterback upset the Green Bay Packers in the NFL wildcard round in their house.
Who is Michael Vick?
I'm gonna go with Ron.
Yeah.
That's correct. That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct. All right. This former Atlanta Falcons quarterback led the NFL in passing in 1983 with a passer rating of 97.6. C-Dub.
I'm sorry, I just did the hand gesture. My bad. Who is Steve Barkowski?
Steve Barkowski. All right. Last question. This former Falcon had a rating of 144.1, which is the fourth highest in Super Bowl history, a quarterback rating. Who is he?
And who is Matt Ryan?
That is correct. Very good. Very good, guys. This has been Falcons Jeopardy. Thank you, everyone who participated. Thank you, everyone who played. Hopefully, you guys in the chat enjoyed it. We're going to move on to our next segment.
We got some laughs out of it.
Hopefully, they did too. Hopefully, they did too. All righty, guys. So, getting back to
one person said that LaDaruis looks like he's going to beat me up afterwards.
Oh, wow. I don't think it would be you he would beat up. I think if he had his choices, it would probably be me. So, but
Let me know it won't be me.
Listen, Ron is correct. Ron's the safest guy on this set, quite frankly. Ron. So Ron, I'll see you at the restaurant. We'll have a we'll have a good time.
Oh wow!
Now one of these two will be there, one won't. So
I'm gonna get my stun gun ready.
Yeah, don't stun yourself, old man. Don't stun yourself. Remember, you put it forward. You don't. Remember, it's this. Not this.
He'd be like, "Hey, TWill, it's gonna be a hot time in the hotel tonight."
Or I turn the taser on you. Is he all right? That's how he dances. It's called the taser.
All right.
Everybody do the taser.
All right, Ron.
EDM.
Ron, I understand you got some things that have been bugging you, sir. Let's talk about. Normally we have a different segment, but we're gonna call tonight's segment "What's Bugging Ronnie." So, Ronnie Thomas, right now, your Atlanta Falcons, whom you love dearly, what's bugging you, sir? Let's talk about it.
Before I go in, I got to ask y'all, can I test a little bit?
Yes, Ron. Express yourself.
Yeah. The way Tim has been acting tonight, anything goes.
Wrong by Salt and Pepper. Go ahead.
Okay, what the F is Kyle Pitts?
You tell us.
They said a lot of NFL players, owners, scouts said Kyle Pitt was the best tight end that ever lace up some cleats. Well,
Wow. Wow. Okay.
you slow, you lazy, you don't want to do your job. Why are you here?
I don't know
Let
that
me,
I'm slow. He does
let me
not.
say that one more time.
Hold on. It's Ron's rant.
You
You're right.
slow, you
Okay.
lazy.
Okay.
Give up the panty drawers like you had 112.
All the panty drawers. Now
Not the panty draws.
I am gonna say pause, but go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
This show
Look,
is
go
now
on,
rated
pause.
PG-13.
Why are you here?
Okay.
Coach Cousins.
Ooh.
Hi, team.
Everybody's getting it tonight.
Coach Cousins, you've
Yeah.
been in the league for what, 13 years? But you acting like more than a rookie.
Wow.
Go, Ron. Go.
13 interceptions, they're not good enough. You said you want to get paid, you got paid. You said you want to be Atlanta Falcons, you here.
Put that foot in.
But you playing like you between on the bottom of my shoe.
Wow. That's
Ooh.
well, this last game was pretty bad. I can't. I'm sorry, Kurt.
No, just not this game, the past 3 games.
Yeah, but this one was the worst. This one he really did play like he was on the bottom of your shoe. I gotta agree with that. But go ahead.
Yeah. Coach Cousins, why you not using the running backs?
The checkdowns?
The check downs, everything.
Yeah.
Why don't you change plays? Why you not changing the plays at the line?
I would agree.
Why don't you tell Zach Robinson, hey, y'all paid me to do my job, so let me do my job?
So you're saying Kirk doesn't audible?
Nope.
Is that what we're saying?
It doesn't look like it. I don't know, man.
It don't look like it.
LaDaruis, what say you? You think Kirk audibles?
In all honesty, look, it really depends. Even though Kurt's a veteran, it depends what Zach Robinson wants him to do. Like, I think we have to consider. I'm not going to take up much time on it, but what I will say is this: like the dynamic between the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. Like Peyton Manning had carte blanche in doing audibles. With it, Omaha and all, so he had carte blanche. We've seen quarterbacks have carte blanche. The question is Zach Robinson giving Kirk Cousins that carte blanche? Because in some cases that may not be the case. But if you're asking me personally, I'm 51-49 leaning no, and that's just simply on what I watch. And shout out to the eye test. Watching the when they show those clips, I don't see audibles. It's a small sample size.
But hold on. Oh, yeah. So, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm trying to. I've been thinking about this all day. Coach Cousins, what do you do best?
Well, I think up to before this year was probably the play action.
Okay, so if y'all study film, Zach Robinson, Coach Cousins, then if he do play action really well, why don't you try that?
I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it, but honestly, guys, I think Kirk is really banged up.
Well, here's a question.
Yeah,
here's a question.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Here's a question I have. And Ron, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt your rant. I want you to continue. But no, my question is this. Kurt, when we've watched Kurt this year, we all agree Kurt is not moving.
What?
He may shimmy to a side, shimmy to another, but he ain't moving. All right. Yeah. Terry's going to move more than Kurt will. All right. When Kurt gets hit, that ball's going bye-bye. If Kurt, gets tunnel vision, You guys saw the videos. I sent the videos. Shouts out to Atlanta Bird Game. Tidy was showing plays, and the one that John about had a conniption fit over. I know the eye test was here earlier, but Bijan is literally like as close as how me and LaDaruis are, or me and Ron, and he still throws to the end zone.
Right.
And it's just maddening. And I understand the injury. I do understand the injury. But the thing is this, and Terry, I said this: if he is injured, if Koo is injured, then Raheem needs to pull them and put the other guys in. Ron, yes, you need to be at the press conference. But probably Ron would get thrown out because as soon as he starts letting those words out, it's kind of like Tourette's. You just can't stop him.
Yeah.
But
I think MFR would get him kicked out. I'm just
yeah.
get him kicked out.
I don't know. Penny draws might stay though. I think the Orlando will be like, "Hey, I like that. I'm gonna take that, Ron. Hey,
Yeah.
why you giving up the penny draws?" Yeah.
I might call for panty draws. I don't know.
I mean, I just don't understand. They make football so hard, but football is so easy. It's so easy.
It was not for us last week, Ron. I'm just saying. It's not easy at all.
Quarterback for dummies.
Let me say this: your body show up, but your mind somewhere else. Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I'm with you with Kyle. I'm with you on Kyle. Like I'm over, and no disrespect. Look, I think Kyle, for whatever reason, has the ability, and I'm going to be honest. I think he has the potential to be a top 5 tight end in the league. I agree with you, Ron. He just doesn't seem to be into it for whatever reason.
Right.
I don't know what it is. He does not.
He don't seem like he wants to be here.
Yeah, it's like that old OJ song. Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
Right. So, the last year.
That's why.
Just take my job. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
The last good
man, Brady's gonna have a talk with you.
The last good game Kyle Pitts had was against Tampa Bay.
You mean the game where he almost lost the touchdown because he was Cadillacing into the end zone?
Yep.
Yeah, that one. It was a good game. It was a good game.
But he has not. They have not tried to get him in the offense. They have not tried to look at him. It's crazy, and it's like to Ron's point. You put him out there, but yet, if you're not trying to get him involved, what are you doing?
Right.
Yeah.
So what is Zach Robinson doing? I know you're rookie. I know this, but that was Raheem Morris supposed to man up and say get all these players involved.
Yeah. Look at guys. I look at you're asking the right questions. Unfortunately, you're not asking the right guy because TWill is not an offensive coordinator. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Plus, man, if I had Raheem's phone number, hey, yeah, oh yeah, you gonna start smiling? Oh yeah, the whole year, and you gonna wear along your pants? Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I happen to like my short pants. I think they're in style. I think they're in vogue. And look at all my friends, which I have a million of them on all of the platforms. They love my pants. So
millions subtract. Yeah, let's subtract that by a couple of million, and you'll be right.
Right. So like,
they love.
Uncle used to tell me if your friends jump off the roof of the house, you will too.
You did not go back to like high school and be like, if your friends jumped off a roof with you.
He just pulled a Joe Clark. That's what he just did. Drop, Sam. You smoke crack, don't you?
You kill the brain cells, boy. You kill the brain cells.
And guess what? Sam turned it around. He turned it around.
There it is.
I really see Doug on this. Raheem got to get this smoke because he the one put all this together.
Okay.
And we 6-6.
Okay.
How good we really is from last year.
I think look it. I think a lot of things. I think if you take this team and you play last year's team with both quarterbacks, we would kick their ass 9 times out of 10. And if you don't
I gotta take
know
a call.
that,
Excuse me.
I can't
Yeah.
tell you.
Wait a minute,
Hey,
how?
Dwight, how are you?
Because
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins is doing the same thing
Yeah,
Desmond
yeah, you
Ritter
want
was
this?
doing last year.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see who's calling Darius.
Hey, very rude, pal. Continue. Ron, continue. How rude.
We thought it was like
Because-
the Falcons calling you or something.
It ain't for you. Listen, it's not a good call for you, is all I can say.
Oh,
So
wow.
Looks like
But-
Mr. Freedy reached out to LaDaruis.
But
yeah. Listen, Dwight, I'm gonna put myself on mute. Hang on.
Yeah. Dwight. Yeah.
Whatever, guys. All right, so look, Christy says, hang on. Okay, Ron, go ahead.
no, you to go.
All right. Whenever the defense hit the field, Kirk was grabbing a tablet and reviewing plays, I guess. Why not tell him this? That never happened. As an OC, why watch him spiral out of control? That's a good question. Next,
You know the OC. You know where the OC sits? I didn't know this. He's over in the booth with Jimmy.
Right, in the box.
Oh no, I think Jimmy's on the field. I don't know anymore. But,
I think Jimmy did.
Yeah. All right, but I know that Zach's up in the booth, and it's if you're struggling, shake things up, have the offensive coordinator there, so he can talk to Kurt like Christy and Ron and everyone's been saying. But this is where I think we're all aggravated with. These are things that should not be major issues. They should have been, if you had someone experienced, someone could know how, well, look, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to help you. Man. Dang, that phone call must be lit. Terry, I'm worried for you now, bro. But yeah, man.
But look, I don't know why Mr. Freeman whatever. All right, so look, let's get to Christy's next one. Go to Kirk's press conference yesterday. He talked about how he had tanked in the past and was benched and how he came out of it. So this dude has done this on repeat. I don't know. I personally, again, I think Kirk is hurt. I think he's really hurt. And I think they don't want to go to Penix because previously he was not ready. Now, in this game, I feel like if Kirk has the same kind of first half that he did last game, they're going to Penix. I would really hope that would be the case. But you don't know. Ron, you got something? What you got?
Yeah, and a dude that got fired from college football. Let me say that. Every big enemy. He is a good OC. How about bringing him in to help Zach Robinson?
I don't know about that.
Wait. Before you say anything, Kansas City was cooking when they had him.
They were.
They were on point when they had him.
They were.
I think they were put up 40 points when they had him.
Listen, I know he's bald. You can't say that. I know. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. Eric had a great relationship with Andy. What's the Kansas City Chiefs head coach?
Andy Reid.
Yeah.
He had a great relationship with Andy Reid. He went to Washington for what, 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Not even a whole year.
They didn't ask him back. So
no.
He clearly rubs people the wrong way. Like he had a relationship.
Okay.
I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I'm glad you said that, but they played for him in Kansas City.
Well, no. One team played for him because Washington.
Washington was scared. Let's be honest. They were soft.
Maybe he just rubbed them the wrong way, Ron.
Look, the thing.
Okay. Look, Ron, hang on. Hang on. This man has interviewed for at least 10 head coaching jobs and not sniffed it. That's for a reason. That's not because he's African American. That's not because he's not qualified. He rubs people the wrong way. So
he might also have the nervous farts. I know sometimes some people, man, they just let gas rip.
Jesus Christ!
But what I'm saying,
I'll wait till you're done. I have a theory. Okay, go ahead.
Me, when I was playing football, I would get coached by the best. who is one of the best OCs out there, Eric Bieniemy.
He was the best for Kansas City. He was not the best for Washington.
Okay, so he
Yeah.
got experience. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, no, go
he
ahead.
got experience. He to come in and help Zach Robinson to spread the ball around. They come up with better play calling.
Yeah,
But
I'm not.
he did it.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. LaDaruis, what you got?
Yeah, so, like I said, I apologize. I didn't want to step on any toes here, but it's two things. I think with the Eric Bieniemy thing, we have to understand with Eric Bieniemy, he was great at Kansas City because it's not because of Patrick Mahomes. Is that the system was there for him? Because listen, I don't think he called. If you're under Andy Reid, you don't call plays. He's Andy Reid's the play caller, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
So if you think about the guys who've been there, he's been under like Doug Peterson, and you look at Matt Nagy. Yeah, they went on to become head coaches, but look what happened when they became head coaches. And then I'm not saying it's fair for Eric Bieniemy. Listen, I agree with TWill. It's not a race issue. We understand. This reminds me a lot of Lane Kiffin.
Right.
It reminds me of Lane Kiffin because remember Lane Kiffin was in Tennessee. He only spent there one season. They gave him a lot of money, but he pissed off a whole fan base in 1 year.
Right.
God, did he ever?
Right.
And then think about when he was at USC. Like he was under Pete Carroll, and then when he finally got the head coaching job, he at some time he just rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Right.
He left. He went to the Raiders, and we all know how that happened.
Right.
So I understand where Ron's coming from, but I have a name that's very interesting, and that's Jim Caldwell.
Ooh,
Thank you.
I love it.
Here's the thing: people understand with Jim Caldwell, he worked under. He's always been connected to Tony Dungy.
Right.
So I believe when we was at Tampa, then he went to Indianapolis, and then he became the head coach of the Lions. And when I look at like Jim Caldwell worked with Peyton Manning, and he's one of the guys who's worked with Peyton Manning. All the guys who worked with Peyton Manning outside of like Tony Dungy and Howard, I think it's Howard Moore, the veteran old.
Right.
Jim Caldwell understands offense. Like Detroit, go look at Detroit's offense. Like Detroit was not a terrible team under him. It was just you had a franchise that third season. Those group of people didn't understand what winning was.
Right.
It scared the bejesus out of them. So like, oh, we got to get rid of him. And then they hired Matt Patricia. Then they sucked for 3 years. And they hired Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
So the point is that. So just my thing is that I think with Bieniemy is a great offensive guy, but he just got fired at UCLA for a reason.
Yes.
Right. There's a reason because I saw some UCLA games, and I just go like I understand why Deshaun Foster let him go. I get it.
Right.
Because Deshaun Foster he's an NFL veteran, and if anybody knows the NFL, he knows offense. It's Deshaun Foster. He's like, Eric Bieniemy has rings, and that's cool and all, but like TWill said, you can be at a job, you can be great at your job, but rub people the wrong way. That's why I say it's Lane Kiffin.
And not only that,
it's just a matter of time before
you may work well with someone, right? You might like.
Yeah.
So there are people that I have worked with, none on my current job, but there are people that I've worked with that I worked with great, and we had a great relationship. But I was the only one that they worked well with.
Yeah,
because I made them laugh, but everybody else, they were in the assholes, and nobody else wanted to work with them, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think. Let me tell you something. I think Eric Bieniemy knows offense.
Yeah.
I think he. I'm not saying that, but I think that he rubs people the wrong way.
If you look at his post Kansas City resume, his post Kansas City resume speaks to that. It's he only worked great with the Chiefs because. They knew him. He was around Andy Reid for years. There was a rapport. There was chemistry. Eric Bieniemy's a great offensive guy, but think about it. He went back to college to UCLA and didn't go great. He was watching that one season. They let him go.
Right.
He didn't. Right. It's how you listen. Like TWill said, listen. You can work with some. Listen, that's what I say. Lane Kiffin at Tennessee. There's a reason why he lasted the season. because he rubbed, but more specific, he rubbed the wrong people the wrong way. That's why, and that's also a factor too. You can rub people the wrong way and still have a job, but if you rub the wrong people the wrong type of way, they'll show you the door.
I mean,
look at Matt. The only people that Matt Patricia can work for is Bill Belichick. They hate his ass.
Right.
Romeo Crennel, Charlie Weiss, those dudes outside of New England, you go look at. I mean, to take over the conversation, but look like Romeo Crennel. You go look at Charlie Weiss. Eric Mangini. Look at them exterior of the Patriots. They weren't good. Yeah, they were terrible coaches, and somehow out of those guys, Crennel and Mangini got second chances.
Right.
So, and
what's his name for Tennessee? He's the only one really that
Mike Weber.
Well, Mike Weber,
he's a good guy.
Yeah, so the only one like the whole Gerard Mayo thing is still working itself out. But the point is that some people are good at certain spots because they're comfortable. It's just like TV shows. Like an actor is great on one show, lasts for 10 seasons. You see them on another show, they suck.
Right.
And it's not because they're a terrible actor or actress. It's just the chemistry and the rapport. It matters. Right. And if you don't have it, then like Eric Bieniemy at UCLA, to me, it never felt right in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was like, okay, he's trying to build something. But listen, it's like this. Like, one hit wonder. There's a reason why some folks make, like the guys who made the Macarena, name another song.
I can tell you, I like that group, and I cannot find another song. So
that's all I'm saying.
If someone tells you there's another song, they're lying.
Yeah, it's the remix of the Macarena. That's not the same thing.
No. But that is Lou Vega. He's got a remix. It's really good. I love it.
Yeah, Mama Number 5 remix. Nope, we're not doing that, pal.
Matt Patricia is another example of this. Matt Patricia was the head coach of the Detroit Lions, and the first thing he does is go to Dre. What's his name? I think he might play for the Chiefs now, whatever. But he goes to Dre. I can't think of his last name. He's a cornerback, and he's like, you're not that good, right? And he's trying to.
Was it Dre Tranquil or something? Was it?
No.
Tranquil. No, not Tranquil, but it's. I know he's talking about. It's a corner.
Dre. It's not Dre Hill. It's
Dre. I don't know, but anyway.
If you're listening, Dre, come in the comments and let us know your last name.
It really rubbed him the wrong way, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't play for him. Matt Patricia is such an asshole. The Philadelphia Eagles last year quit on him. They didn't quit on Nick. They quit on the defense coordinator because he was such an asshole. Nobody wanted to play for him. Yeah. Right? Let me tell you something. The Eagles are the number one defense in the league right now. You don't go from being the excrement that they were last year to being number one just on happenstance. Those boys weren't playing for him. Okay? And I bring it up to say that you can have a lot of X's and O's, but if nobody wants to play for you, nobody's going to play for you. That's just a part of leadership.
Now, you don't have people. Listen, you don't have people skills and leadership. Listen, like Bill, like I said, Bill Belichick. Listen, will he be great the second time around? I don't know, because think about it. He spent what 25 with one team his whole career, and now he's going to at his age. He's still a viable candidate, but will he be able to generate any of that? Well, I'm not saying he's going to be terrible, but we have to understand, like I said earlier, at the end of the day, it just boils down to, hey, you work well with some people, and that's great. The chemistry's there. Mm-hmm. You go somewhere else, it's going to be trash. This doesn't mean you're trash. It's where you're going. It's like the people don't like you already. You already got one foot out the door, so you have to basically fight to keep both feet in the door. Right. And then try to be successful. And like I say, I understand where Ron's coming from. Eric Bieniemy is a great mind. But the thing is, his career post Kansas City, like he hasn't had a second season.
Right.
And that's not good. And that's not good.
Sometimes you got to get uncomfortable. And let's be honest, this team, our Atlanta Falcons, they comfortable. Yes or no? They comfortable.
Ron, doing it your way, you're gonna piss every. Nobody's gonna want to play for the team. I get what you're saying. Right?
I get what.
Nobody's going to want to play for him. Nobody's going to want to play for this guy.
Wait a minute. But is they playing right now? Last time I checked, they lost 3 in a row. They're not playing.
They're 6-6 right now. Doing it your way, they're going to lose every game. Because I'm telling you, this is a different NFL. You can't look the football that we grow up with, Ron.
It's over.
You can't do that to these kids. You can't come in there with some because I said so. No.
That's why Bill Belichick doesn't have a job.
You can't
it's not because he's a terrible coach, but he's the my way or the highway guy, and you can't do it.
You gonna come in here and tell Drake London my way or the highway? Drake make more money than you. You know what they're gonna tell you?
That's the problem. Yeah.
With this guy. And if nobody likes you, it's a
but hold on. I think we all need to. Okay, wait. I've been quiet, but I need to bring this up. I get we need people to feel nice about themselves. Okay, get them a cookie. I don't care at this point because Ron isn't wrong, but you guys aren't wrong either. But there's got to be a firm coach, someone that could look and basically go, hey, I got your back. But when I'm in this locker room, you need to straighten your shit up.
Well,
I got you. I got you. That's my job. Let me handle them. Let me handle the media. But I need you to check A, B, C, D. But I will say this. You look at this team, a lot of comforts are there. And it is concerning when you watch because you just wonder, where is this passion? Where are you doing? What are you trying? And I'm just saying, sometimes I could see how someone goes, man, they don't care. I can see how they could say it. I'm not saying that's the final thing.
Right.
I'm saying if you watch these games, you see the lollipop throw that Kurt throws, Pitts is in some people's minds, they'll say Pitts has every right to quit on the play. Me? No, you don't. You run your play throughout. If the ball's near you and they call the flag, great. If not, we don't get flagged because we are not physical. We're not trying to, push the pace. We're not trying to dictate the God dang it, man. Dictate the play.
Right.
And that is another problem we have. And yeah, it almost feels like if you watch our receivers, if they don't get off the line, Lord help if they could get open. It gets bad.
I get that, C-Dub. What I'm saying, and I'm not saying that we don't need a coach with a firm backbone. I'm saying bringing in Matt Patricia or Eric Bieniemy is akin to killing a cockroach with a shotgun. You just put a hole in the floor. Yeah, you killed the cockroach, but you put a big.
No, actually, you probably missed it.
Yeah,
you
comes across the screen. Son of a.
You created a problem in your locker room. Look, Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive mind. He just rubs people the wrong damn way. And look, this is not 1985. You can't be a tyrant, right?
You're right. I wasn't born, so I wouldn't know. I'll leave it to the old man of the group to talk about it.
You can't be a draconian administrator. You can't be Attila the Hun. You can't do that. You have to have balance. I'm not saying you got to be a kiss ass. I'm not saying you got to be a candy ass, but you have to have balance. And not only that, you have to have the ability to connect with your players. And just at his resume, this is what my daddy told me a long time ago. He said, son, if everywhere you go, there's a problem. The problem is you. If you go to 4 places and one place you get along great, but the other 3, they hate, the problem is you. Yep. Because what's the common denominator? So anyway, long and short of it, I'm not saying that we don't need another person on offense, Ron. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that from what I've seen, you can make a situation worse. And bringing Bieniemy in here when you got fired from a college team. So not only could you not hack it in the pros, you were with Washington for 1 year and they showed your ass the door. Then you go to UCLA and you get fired? No.
Yeah. You ready for this?
They were 117th in offense, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Name a football player at UCLA.
Troy Aikman used to play at UCLA.
Bro,
Deshaun Fox used to play at UCLA.
I'm finna make a point right
Dorian,
here,
DRT, Dorian Roberts. Well, okay.
Talent. You're saying there's a dearth of talent, Ron. We're just gonna agree to disagree. I think being still sucks, and I don't.
I was here for 2 years. You cannot even get your own quarterback.
Right.
Okay. Well, can
the offensive line.
Can I make a counterpoint real quick, and I won't take up any more time.
Yeah.
On that Washington offense, who stood on that under Bieniemy? Who stood on that Washington offense?
You got the wide receiver over there.
McLaurin?
Yeah.
Well, I argue with McLaurin. McLaurin is the kind of guy, he's doing great under Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
He's adapted to all.
Like I see where you're coming from, Ron. But here's the thing: at UCLA, like when it's Deshaun, I believe it's his first year, and he's essentially telling you, Eric Bieniemy, a guy who has a couple of rings, you're not good enough.
You're trash.
And I understand recruiting, and I get it, but the way college football is today, they're the transfer. Listen, USC is not great,
right?
And they went in and got Lincoln Riley, but the difference is Lincoln Riley has had success at Oklahoma. You know, and some of them guys, they weren't four. You know, there were some four. You know, there were a couple of threes on there, maybe a couple of 4 and 5. But the point is, the talent is how you as the coach get to maximize your talent, because you're not always going to have blue chippers on your team.
There you go.
So you're not going to have the 4 and 5 star guys. You have to maximize what you have. To a lot of these, like you go look at Nick Saban early in his career, he didn't have a lot of 4 or 5 star guys at Alabama. But look when he was at LSU, or when he was at Michigan State. He was dealing with like a bunch of 3-star, 4-star guys. He didn't really get those guys to really got to Alabama, because his resume spoke for himself before he got there, because he was able to do a lot with a little. And so the thing with Eric Bieniemy is, I'm not gonna say he got exposed, but the problem is that it's your job as the coach to maximize the talent of the roster you have.
Yes.
That's it. And that's why Deshaun Foster hired you, because he saw you work with the guy named what's his name? Oh yeah, Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
So Andy Reid. So he's thinking you're going to be great. Because we got to understand, before Patrick Mahomes got there, Kansas City was still great because Andy Reid was still great.
Yeah.
So like at the end of the day, I see where you're coming from, Ron. I think it's a great point. But I feel like as a coach, you get fired for one or two reasons. Either you're not great at your job, or you're not maximizing the talent that was on the roster.
Right.
Because UCLA, listen, it's not a football school. UCLA had success, under the Jim Mora days. But if you can't, this is Deshaun Foster, the rookie head coach, and he basically said, "I'm good." And and when he says you're good and you're Eric Bieniemy, that's not good, and other people are looking at that. Other teams, NFL or college, are looking like, man, do we really want to bring in this guy on our team?
Yeah,
it's a legitimate question. Okay, I'm done. Back to you in the studio,
guys. Hey, we gotta move forward to the next segment of the show.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We have a Falcons riddle. All right,
banana.
Falcons riddle. So, hey,
Penguins.
No, it's not Penguins. Let's hold up. Let's do some housekeeping. So, Carlo,
establishment.
The offense getting criticized like the defense last week, so hopefully they produce. Yep, we got you. And he says Pitts don't want another injury either. It's going to hurt his value, especially knowing he needs to be up to snuff for another team. Yeah, whatever. I'm over. I'm over him. I'm done. Look, it's been 4 years. If I got to run routes after that, bro, maybe somebody else can get through to you. You know what I mean? But
I gotta make a phone call.
Like my daddy told me,
Kyle, this is not a good time.
like the way
Let
I
me call you after the show.
Bitch, you gotta go.
Hang on,
Okay.
wait, someone on the line. Hang on.
Because to me,
Look, Dwight, calm
he
down.
not even. It looked like he just be jogging
I'll
out
talk
there.
to you, and then
Like,
I'll, you know
okay.
what? I will do a conference call with
Okay.
you, and we'll have a
He
conference.
just be jogging out there.
Listen,
He's not
TWill is a
running
good guy.
fast
I know
out
the
there.
ball cap scares people. I get it, but he's a record producer. He makes records. I gotta go because people are staring.
Anyway, so the riddle. And then we gotta go. All right, you guys ready? This is a
Yes.
former Falcon. I fly high in my college years. My college is a region known for a various party that is very important in our nation's independence. My wife is named after the oldest woman to ever conceive a child. Who am I? So I'll do it again. I flew high in my college years. My college is in a region known for a very famous party in our nation's independence. My wife is named after the oldest woman to ever conceive a child. Who am I?
Matt Ryan?
Matt Ryan is correct.
Correct. Yeah.
Matt Ryan is correct. So I fly high in
guess.
my college years. That's an eagle. Eagles fly like an eagle. Okay. My college is in a region known for a very famous party. That's the Boston
Tea Party. Yeah.
Boston College. And his wife is named after the oldest woman to ever conceive a child. That's Sarah from the Bible. 99.
Listen, we needed the Bible from this show. We definitely needed the Bible today. So
yeah.
Hey.
Oh my God. All right, guys. So we're at the final segment of the show. Mercifully, we are at final thoughts. So, C-Dub, we're going to start with you. Final thoughts. What say you?
Final thoughts. Mia Kim. I want to comment on what she said and also then put her on blast, because throwing away a season where not only you have a chance to win the division, but you could go farther if you see something with the young quarterback. Tell me you did not see the Falcons play or see the Falcons play preseason without telling me you did not see the Falcons play or in their preseason. Mia Yim or Kim's or whatever your name is.
Mina Khan.
Whatever. She ain't that great. What I'm going to say to her is this, because this is ridiculous. Because I'm hearing everybody say start Penix, start Penix, start Penix. Y'all do remember in the preseason, our illustrious head coach didn't even let Penix play in the preseason. So, besides the first game of the preseason, where I'm trying to think, he's got 18 snaps or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, maybe altogether 10 snaps since then. And you're going to tell me to start my rookie, who's left-handed, who everyone wants to tell me we have to adjust the offensive line. My final thoughts are this. Falcons, if you're tired of hearing this talk, this is where you need to do something. All right? Kurt, get back on the horse. This is your former team. You know, this... Honestly, yes, Kurt, you have to prove something. And I hate to say it like that, but yeah. Because now you have... Even though a lot of, like me, coming into this year, I said, Kurt's going to get the full year, guys. And I still am standing on that. Because the coach made it as such. You didn't play the rookie. And not only that, but if you put him in, there are some legit things you have to look at. You know, you don't want, Caleb McGarity getting blown up. But what I'm going to say is, Falcons, I think this is going to be on the offense to win. So I'm going to say you guys need to run the ball. Like Ron said, get creative. Put Tyler and Bijan in the backfield together. Take notes how the freaking Detroit Lions get the ball to Montgomery, how they get Gibbs involved. They're not upset. They even call themselves Sonic and Knuckles, for God's sakes.
Mm-hmm.
that does not sound like two running backs pissed off at each other. That really tells me that offensive coordinator is going, I need to make sure everybody has an opportunity here. So that's what we have to do. And look, if Bijan's cooking, fine, keep feeding them. All right. Look, Zach, I know you love the screen games. I know you like the sweep games. Just try to find a mismatch. That's all we need. If it's Kyle, feed Kyle. You know what? Use him up. If this is the last hurrah of Kyle Pitts in Atlanta, then you know what? Here's a good idea. Try to get him as much stacks as possible so we can get the most possible for him.
Mm-hmm.
I never understand when people go, well, just bench him so we don't use him. No, I'm going to use you. I drafted you fourth. If you pull something, it ain't my fault because you're playing. So, and the other thing is, Terry, you remember the old line? You don't want to show quit on TV or on video.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons, defense, offense, don't show quit.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches, you got to do right for these guys because they're putting the effort out there, but don't show no quit. That's really my final thoughts of this game, man. This is going to be a tough one, but we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. Ronnie Thomas, final thoughts. What you got?
My final thought, everybody need to man up on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear Kyle Pitts not doing nothing. I don't want to give Kyle Pitts the damn ball. Tell Kyle Pitts, man, the F up. That's it. All the laziness that he been doing, they're not going to fly. Especially McGarrett. Show up. I tired you looking like a turnstile, like you at the train station. Oh, my bad. Excuse me.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's unnecessary roughness on McGarry. Oh, my God.
That's what he been looking like the past 3 games.
Oh, wow.
He just let people go right at Coach Cousins. Hey,
yeah.
You want to take time? Yeah. Oh, it's your turn? Okay. My bad. It's your turn right here. Oh, my bad. You in the corner right here.
Oh, wow. Stop.
Hold on, Ron. You forget there's some turnstiles you don't even need to have to have any friction. They just let you walk through. They're like, yeah, come on through.
Right. They come on through.
Roughness on Ron's final thoughts. Too much coming down on McGarry. Go ahead, Ron.
I mean, I want to win. I'm tired of losing.
Understood.
If y'all don't get this together, quit fast and hurry, y'all gonna be at home on the couch.
Yep. That's true.
And you might not even be with the team next year.
That is a good point. We got Diva, Miss Diva in the house tonight.
What's up, Diva?
I'm still wondering what the Falcons' identity is this year. So are we, Diva. I know they're going to go up on offense, defense, and special teams in Minnesota. Hey, well, Miss Diva, when you figure it out, let us know.
Hey, Diva.
All right. LaDaruis, final thoughts. What you got?
You know, in the world we live in today, it's all about. Oh, you meant about the
Please don't act poetic. Yes, we're talking about.
Hold on.
This game. Yes.
Final thoughts. I thought Kofi and Xavier were wrong to do what they did to Big E. I cried. Oh, sorry.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes life is like a pie. Everybody wants a slice. But it also depends on what type of pie you get in.
I thought he was going to jump on that one. Okay. Anyway.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and how dare you question me? And I heard what Dwight Freeney said about you. Wasn't that far off? Wasn't that far?
Let me tell you something. Look, sir, I'm not even gonna, Mr. Freeman. I respect you. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, it's Joe Clark. That's Mr. Joe Clark right there.
Listen,
and God.
Hey, you saw what happened to Sam's, didn't you?
Oh, wow.
This time somebody might go off the roof, and it might be.
Oh wow.
Sam's learned the lesson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do not promote violence except for on the football field. Go ahead, LaDaruis. What were you saying? Your final thoughts regarding the Falcons and Vikings, sir.
Hey, first of all, I told you about that yelling. We've
Oh
had that
my
conversation. Listen, Timberland.
Speak passionately. I'm not yelling.
Listen, Timberland. You can yell at your dancers and your background. Listen, I'm not on your payroll. We didn't. So listen. Usher would. All we say is Usher would never. But the point is, great friend.
This is my confession.
Oh, wow.
Just when I thought I sounded. Okay, sorry. Back to
my goodness.
but my final thoughts are this: we're it's a situation right now where, like I said earlier, every game's a must-win game in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
This one here literally could define our season, and it's week 14. We're getting to the nitty-gritty. We've talked about a whole lot of things. We talked about Kurt. We talked about the defense. We talked about the coaches. The fact of the matter is this: if we lose in Minnesota, where they've been playing lights out at all season, and like I said earlier during the segment, we talked about the numbers. They're 5-1 at home this season. Their only loss was to the Detroit Lions. They take care of business at home.
They do.
We got to go into an environment, and we got to do something.
We have to be perfect.
because there's no mistakes or anything, and it goes back to a quote of a college professor who I respected so much, and it was about the concept of excuses. And he said, excuses are the tools for incompetence that build to monuments of nothing. I don't want any excuses. I don't want any of that.
Yep.
We all know what's on the line. The question is, are you going to fight or are you going to flight? Because at the end of the day, those Buccaneers, they're not going away.
They're not.
That loss, we lost the advantage. Yeah, it's tied, but listen, we have to win football games now. We can't coast on, oh great, we have a great divisional record. We actually have to start beating teams. And if we don't, and listen, it's not hyperbole, it's none of that. But there's a good chance this coaching staff may not be around for 2025 because of the expectations. If we miss the playoffs, if I'm Arthur Blank, he looks at everybody, he cleans house, I'm not upset because it's expectations. Every organization has it. And if you fail to reach it, even in a short amount of time, you got to be shown the door. And there's no disrespect to Raheem or anybody on that staff because there's families involved.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I don't know how you can justify to a fan base this coaching staff coming back. We already had 6 losses.
Yeah.
So everything after this is just adding the heat to the seat. So back to you in the studio, Timberland. And Usher said, "Don't disrespect me ever again." Back to
whatever, Usher. You can confess somewhere else. All right,
gotta let it burn, pal.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's been burning.
I'm not gonna look it. I gotta go, guys. We gotta go. So
yes, she's got to go. Go ahead, Terry.
Guys, I really appreciate you joining me. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to spend your time with us. We are very appreciative and thankful for that. Christy Lewis has one more. She says, our identity is John Doe or Mr. Smith. When your leadership is not knowledgeable, the players won't know who, what, when, where. Look at the number of times the players have looked confused on the field. Damn, Christy. Woo! Taking shots. Hey,
that's what I was talking about right there.
I'm not gonna touch that one. I'm not gonna try and break that down. You can feel how you want to feel. She made some good points. I will say that.
That's what I was talking about right there.
I hear you, Ron. I hear you. Ron wants to rage against the machine. Look it. Tell everybody where they can find you. Darius, go ahead, sir. I got him.
Yeah, you got me eating. Yeah.
I got him. Yeah.
What a small victory for a big loss for you.
Go ahead, man. Tell these folks where they can find you.
The second team unit's on the field, so there you go. That's where you got. That's where you scored your points.
The B team. Okay.
Yeah, but you can find me on Twitter and TikTok at LaDaruis _Brown, Instagram LaDaruis _Brown. You can find me as writer editor for Beyond Women's Sports. You can find me posting NFL preview articles. This weekend, I'll be probably posting maybe one or two. Some of the slate kind of this week is not great, in terms of after a great Thursday night game, it kind of everything else after that kind of changes off. But so that's where you can find me. And great show as always to C-Dub, to Ron, Dwight Reed. Thank you for showing up.
And Kyle,
people listening and watching, and I'm forgetting somebody, but it's not important. So we'll go back to you.
Oh wow, C-Dub, where can they find you?
I am here, C-28 on YouTube, CAWTN on Twitter. I'm old. I'll still say Twitter till the day I die. And you could deal with that, Muskie. And then TikTok, I'm on C-28. Facebook, find me, C-Double, and you'll see my big head on the thing, and you'll be able to add me if you like. I also want to give a shout out to Tidy from Atlanta Bird Gang. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Tidy. And then want to give another shout out to the Nerd U Championship Wrestling. I will be there live tomorrow at Commerce, Georgia at 7:00 is the bell time. It's a Toys for Tots charity event. So bring a unwrapped toy, come to the show, watch some wrestling, come see me. I'll take a picture with you, whatever you want. It's all good. I'll even play a song for you. And so that's what is in line for me. So I hope y'all enjoy, and thanks for bringing me. Want to give a shout out to my boy LaDaruis, to the guy that's been in the infirmary but's back up on top, Ronnie Thomas. And then the one, the only Mr. TWill, who will be spending a night at the Doghouse Sofa Leisure. Hope you enjoy it.
That's the name I forgot. Thank you, C-Dub. I know I forgot somebody.
Gentlemen, I probably should not do this to show you.
Oh, don't get yourself in trouble. You already buried yourself, my man.
Whoa. Let's keep it above the camera, please.
I have amenities in my doghouse. So I'm saying,
okay,
TWill will be fine. Okay, you know what I mean? I've been married for 32 years. Done this quite a while, so it's okay. Anyway,
I got you.
Anyway, matter of fact, I might even watch a little TV in my doghouse. I might have a meal in my doghouse.
Breaking news out of Atlanta: respected podcaster.
Seriously, Kim, I love you, honey. I really
Cheers, babe. I love you.
I don't know what these guys are talking about, Kim.
I love you,
I love you dearly. Moon and back.
I love you.
You are my morning, my every afternoon, my every evening, and
you are the sun.
You
are the rain.
Yes.
To make up this foolish game.
Oh man. Oh wow.
Oh.
You don't sing that, but you won't sing Your Mind's Here With Me, Your Body's on the Other Side.
Because you already started singing. You just took my thunder there, Jimmy Early.
Last week and you refused. Oh my God.
You're both pretty. It's all good.
Hey Carrie.
Hey Carrie.
Yeah, that TWill guy. Yeah. Carrie, who carries the other show. Yeah, she carries. Yeah. She carries one time. Yeah, she carries that show. That other guy, that TWill guy.
Oh my God. Hey, C-Dub, before I tell everybody's Ron's 30 million shows and where they can find him.
All right, Ron Thomas. If you're going to find him, it's real simple. He will be either on Pops or the Hemi Brothers. And I think that's either on Saturday. Well, I know Saturday, and I think Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Ron is also on Talk Your Ish on Tuesday. He also on the Beard Gang with me and LaDaruis and TWill, and the morning show on Friday, and also the Friday show. And there's a few others he'll spot pop in now, but he's been actually keeping solid with those. So
Hey guys,
there he is.
oh, there he is, Ron. We were doing your 38 shows. We did them because A, you weren't there, and B, we knew you wouldn't remember all of them anyway. So we just went ahead and did them for you. It's okay. Hey guys, so I was looking at my resume the other day, right? And can I say that I'm a member of the Beard Game podcast as well?
Yeah.
No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
I knew he was going to do that. I knew he was going to do that. This guy.
Not only am I a client, but I'm also a president. Not only am I the president of the Beard Gang, I'm also a client.
Yeah. All right.
Me and C-Dub will talk about it.
Yeah. I could tell you, I could give you a thumbs up. I know. Well, I'll talk to LaDaruis. I'll talk to him.
Whatever, LaDaruis. Anyway, and you know what? I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not gonna be petty. There's a part of me that wants to be petty, but I'm not gonna do it, LaDaruis, because you're not gonna take me there. You want to know why?
Take you there. You want to go there. Be petty. That is me. Take me to that place, yeah, because TWill, you don't belong.
I don't want to go there. Anyway, whatever. So, guys,
like and subscribe to us, folks.
Yes. I can be found at One Time for the Fan. We have shows Wednesday nights, 9 p.m., Friday mornings, 9 a.m. Also, Beard Gang, where we have shows at 5:30 p.m. LaDaruis.
Whoa. Yeah, he's on the show. Listen, we're going to really talk about that.
Oh, my goodness.
Taking my parking spot and stuff, that is not right. No.
Oh, my God.
No, he can't have your parking spot. I made that very clear. It's all good.
Good.
Somebody's going to have a flat tire. I'm just saying.
Somebody's going to go missing in an Atlanta cap.
Lord, how much?
Figure that out. Riddle me that, Batman.
Damn, y'all not even in the wrestling podcast for this to happen.
Last but not least, you guys can find me here at the number 4, My ATL Sports, the number 1 on YouTube. Say again, for My ATL Sports on YouTube. We air shows Friday nights at 7 p.m. and Monday mornings at 8 a.m. Please like, share, and subscribe, all 3. Please like, share, and subscribe to all of the channels referenced in this podcast. Again, guys, we thank you for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to be with us. We thank you for that. Hopefully, you will see a Falcons victory over the weekend. I want to thank God because I would not be here for him. I do so after every show and will continue to do that. Thank you for waking me up, God. Thank you for everything that you do. Guys, please continue to keep DeMario in your prayers as he did lose his sister. And it's tough. I lost my mom. It's tough. So please keep him in your prayers. Also, if you would shout out to my cousin Barbara, she experienced a loss, devastating loss. So, hey, if you would guys just keep her in your prayers. And last but not least, I got to say thank you to Mr. Jack Spade and Mr. Eric Parker, who got me in this business. Also, shout out to Carrie and shout out to Bodie 3000. With that being said, guys, hopefully our Bulldogs, go Dogs, will win the SEC champion this weekend. As they play tomorrow, and hopefully our Atlanta Falcons will go into and kick some righteous behind and moonwalk out of there to when doves cry and leaves those Minnesota Viking fans crying terribly. That went so much.
This is what it sounds like.
Like when doves cry.
Yeah.
And when TWill fall down because he's old. Sorry, that other part came in. I apologize.
Damn, I don't remember that remix. Damn, I need to get that out.
Yeah. Ron was there. We were having it was a late night thing. We were having dinner.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm just like my father. TWill's never satisfied.
I hope you notified the estate of Prince because they will sue you if you get.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I do not own the rights to that music, guys. Yeah, because I just thought, wait, this is my show. I do not own the rights to that music, so just cover it.
just change the language. Put it in Danish or something. Put it in Finnish.
I'm not trying that one.
Don't Shane and Dakida. Oh, cry. Yeah, no, you're not gonna figure that out. Unless you live in Helsinki, that's how you would know that. So,
oh my God.
So
All
what
right,
you gonna do? When
keep the world safe for folks with wireless products. You guys be good. Go Falcons, go Dogs, go Falcons again. Go Hawks. I think they're playing tonight. Hey, you guys were great. Enjoy doing shows with you guys every week. Appreciate you. And guys, I will see you on Monday. Everyone have a great weekend. Go Falcons and hopefully go Dogs. And with